Okay, live. So let's see if it will work. So we will find out. And I don't know. I'm going to check it. Let me see if I can check it. Oh, I see somebody. It looks like we are officially live.
And I'm yawning.
And you're yawning, and it's early. Let's
Well,
see
it's
here.
been snowy day.
Let's see. Our lighting is not good, even with our external light. It looks like our light needs to be charged. It's not good. Let's see if we can shift. Actually, let's slide. Here, you can have this chair. Hang on, everybody. We're just making a quick adjustment. Try to get a little bit better lighting. Actually, that's, yeah, that might work.
Maybe.
That might work. Nobody really wants to see us anyway, right? Okay, can everybody hear us okay? And at some point, we'll see some chatter, I think.
There you go.
So, all right, welcome, everybody. It is Saturday, January 19th, and Snowmageddon, which really wasn't.
No.
So, I think we have about 5 inches. Yeah, maybe 5 inches. So we saw everybody today who was over on our Facebook page leaving us where they were. And some of you are in some nice locations.
Very nice.
And I love when people are saying it's chilly and it's in the mid-50s.
Yeah, that cracks me up.
What I would give for mid-50s right now.
Considering tomorrow night around here, it's supposed to be -12.
That's right. So,
yeah.
Let's see. Live chat. There we go.
I would take
there we go.
Anytime.
There's our chat. So who all's on here? Hey, Al. And Eddie's on here. David, Debbie, Joe. Sound good, but the picture is blurry. So anyway, here's the deal with the picture. I think it may be blurry. I had teased out that I bought this new software to live stream that's going to allow us to do a lot of neat things. The problem is we tried to go live initially, and it was saying the internet, it just could not stream it through the new software. And so I think because of the weather, the internet tonight is worse than normal. So bear with us if your video is not good. We'll stay on here as long as we can. But if we get to a point where you say you can't hear us or see us, then we're done. Then we're done, I guess. So we apologize. I was really excited about. I am excited about the new software. Yeah. So when we're traveling, or we're going to have to find a location that will allow us to stream for an hour with their internet. But the new software will actually allow us to do Skype calls. So we can have some of you actually call in, and we would be able, everybody watching the live stream would get to see whoever's calling in. And we're planning on doing some interviews during our live streams, things like that. So unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen here based upon the fact that it couldn't stream tonight. Right. So anyway, we're back on our normal streaming service, and hopefully the internet will hold for us. So I see Sharon. Luke is on, Carol is on, Sharon's on, Stacy's on. No, you're not late. No, you're not late. You're not late, Stacy. We were actually late. So, Carol says they're freezing out in New Jersey. Yeah, so
just like us. Hi, Grace.
And
enjoying your weekend and your extra day.
JR and Alan. So actually, I was thinking about you today, Carol. We were in Aldi, and we saw that bottle of wine, and made me think of you and Michael. So I didn't buy it because we currently have
oh my God,
18 bottles of wine in the house. Yeah. So we actually started into drinking some instead of buying it. But Joyce is here from South Carolina. JR's out in Maryland. Luke, you got ice out in Winchester. Now, Luke, will that turn over to snow? Do you know? Because I know all of you that are on the East Coast, what we had today is headed your way. So, so let's see here. We're just reading comments in case you're wondering what we're doing. Anyway,
Thanks for watching, Grace. I'm glad you're hooked up.
So anyway, I wanted to just share a couple things. For those of you who are new camp owners, this will be important to you. Oh, Luke hopes it turns to snow. Yeah, because actually the snow is going to be better than the ice, other than you're going to have that ice underneath the snow, which that won't be good. No, so, Luke, I'm going to assume your camper's winterized, and you're not doing any camping right now. So I'm just guessing that. Hi, Cheryl. So how is the video doing for everybody, or the audio? hopefully you can at least hear us.
Al's waiting on the rain.
Al hasn't gotten it yet.
Yeah.
This is Dave from Western New York. 2 feet of snow. Now that's what Patty and I were talking about today. That when they start doing it by the foot, then you know you have snow. Yeah. So these few inches, that's nothing. It's a sad state of affairs. Oh no, Luke. I'm assuming you're referring to the camper versus the weather. I don't know. Maybe I hope it's the weather, not the camper. But blurry pic audio is fine. Okay, thanks, Stacy. There's nothing I can do at this point.
No, just our lighting. We can't get it better right now.
And I don't even know if it's I don't know if it's the lighting.
It could be our internet too, because
here we can use our external lighting. No, it's a blurry picture because of the internet. So think of us more as a podcast. Just tape a picture over your screen.
There you go.
And you can just listen. 11 inches, Joel Miller, 11 inches in Wisconsin.
Wow.
Columbus got rain. It seems like that line from Indianapolis to Columbus was just rain. And they thought it was going to go to snow, and I don't know that it ever did. So okay, and Al, same thing. So I apologize for the picture, but if you guys are good with the audio for a little while, we'll do that.
I agree with Luke. It's always sad when you can't
use the camper. I know.
Poor Carl's covered in snow.
Poor Carl out back is.
What is going on? Joel.
Joel. Yeah, we are doing well. Thank you. And you are quite welcome for the new camp info. In fact, that's what I started to say was, so all of you non-new camp owners, just hang in there. Chris says I am blurry, so all is good. Hey, then Chris, it's in focus for you, right? Anyway, Adam. Oh, wait a minute, Adam, you're in Quartzsite?
Oh my gosh!
What are you doing in Quartzsite? Well, I know what you're doing in Quartzsite, but I didn't know you were going to Quartzsite. So anyway, I'm going to get through this real quick. So for all of you new camp owners or potential owners, just a couple of announcements, or those of you that might want to be a new camp owner. Number one, don't forget new camp has the contest going on. Anybody is eligible to win except for us and Mandy Lee and Aubrey from Red Button. Any of the ambassador families not eligible. So, but if you just go to newcamprb.com/giveaway, which, by the way, Patty, in the new software package, had we been able to stream, it was going to pop that address right up here in the bottom. Yeah, it was kind of cool. So, but my understanding is you can register every day. And then if you share their announcements and things like that, I think it gives you bonus entry. So just wanted to mention that. The other thing is for you new camp owners, UCamp 19, the annual rally of Tab, Tag, and Cirrus owners, June 10th through the 14th. Registration begins February 1st.
Right.
So if you want to register, and I highly recommend, if you think you want to go, you need to get registered. It will fill up. There will be a waiting list. If you don't, if it fills up, you can go on a waiting list, but I would highly recommend registering early. And you can do that over at the New Camp website, or if you're on Facebook, there is a UCamp group there, but Allison will be posting that. And then the other thing that Allison wanted to pass along to everybody is, if you're planning on adding on nights, so some people will come in the weekend before, some people will stay through the weekend. Do not call the city of Sugar Creek, because that is a city campground. She doesn't want them getting overwhelmed. So once you make your UCamp reservation, then you can get a hold of Allison at New Camp, and she will add on those nights for you. So just something she wanted everybody to know. And the other thing she wanted to pass along is the weekend before, I think it's the Friday and Saturday night, they're having like a 50s fling in downtown Sugar Creek.
Sounds like fun.
So if you want to come in the weekend before it starts.
Like a car show type thing.
Yeah, because UCamp, I believe, actually starts on a Monday. So anyway. And then the last thing is, in case you hadn't heard, New Camp has changed their policy on purchasing parts. And up until the first of the year, we all just called Elsie or Whitney and told them what we wanted. They shipped it to us. New Camp has a new policy now where you have to go through a dealer. They don't care whether it's your dealer, but it has to be a New Camp dealer. And mainly because, well, it just, there's a lot of reasons, and I won't get into all of them here. As an owner, there's part of me that says, well, oh, they can't see the pictures. I'm going to say, look at that. Patty bought me this for Christmas. It says travels with Delaney. It's a nice fleece. There, as an owner, there's part of me that hates the new policy because I love being able to just, hey, Elsie, can you shoot me a new light bulb? And she'd do it. As a business professor, I understand why they're doing it. They're trying, one of the reasons is they're trying to strengthen their relationship with their dealers. And so when everybody runs straight to the factory, there's no real incentive for the dealers other than a one-time sale to all of us. So the plus is they can drop ship it. So I will now call up Gerzeni's or Princess Craft or Miller's or whatever. I'll probably circulate because I have so many friends that are dealers, but tab dealers. And then, I'll say, hey, I need to order that light bulb, but then it'll come directly here. So even if I order it at Gerzeni's down in Lakeland, Florida, it'll still get shipped directly here. So just so everybody understands, that's what's happening. And I know some people are upset. Scott Hubble, the CEO, actually put out a letter trying to explain it, why they're doing it. And then the other thing is, quite honestly, poor Elsie was just overwhelmed
so
because
much, plus her regular thing she had to do, plus all of the calls, and it just was a lot for her.
And so all of us was calling Elsie, plus dealerships were calling Elsie. And this hopefully will streamline the process. And for anybody worried, like, oh my gosh, the prices on parts are going to go through the roof. I hate to tell everybody this, but New Camp was already, they have to make money too. So now it might go up a touch, maybe, but okay, enough said on that. Just wanted to share that. We could always get into that discussion. So let's go back to comments. Carol wishes she was in Arizona. I don't blame her. I wish I was anywhere that was warm. Cheryl, welcome. Audio's fine, but I'm living in I'm going to assume that's Cheryl. I'm going to guess here. Central Massachusetts. Just taking a guess. You can correct me here in a second. Big ships, little boats. Oh, I love that screen name. Hi, Denise. Denise is on. She agrees with Carol. Carol signed up to win the camper. I'm guessing a lot of people have. So, okay, Adam, he says he flew into Phoenix and we are taking a drive around the Southwest. Oh, nice, Adam. So, so for those of you that follow the big YouTubers, Less Junk, More Journey. Actually, most of them are not in Quartzsite this year. They're all down at the Tampa Super Show. But a lot of you know that Quartzsite is where a lot of the RVers go in the winter months, the full timers. And Bob Wells from Cheap RV Living, I think that's his YouTube channel. He does the RTR every year out there. So yeah, Al, we can't wait for New Camp or for the U Camp. Looking forward to seeing you guys. If we don't see you sooner, hopefully, maybe we'll see you sooner. I don't know. Hey, Al, is there anything? And I apologize. I would love to get you on Skype, but it's not going to happen tonight. But Al, if you want to type anything, if you want to share anything from when you went to Nomad Fest, that would be awesome. If there's anything you want to share with everybody, I know everybody can read it and we can talk about it. So Grace is first time watching a live stream.
That's great.
I'm sorry, Grace, that we don't have better internet connection tonight for a better picture for you. Carol, Millers are great. Bought the Tab 400 from them. They treat us like family. Nice. Preston and Patsy Miller are just the nicest people. And, I haven't heard any complaints, and they've been so nice to us as well. So, how is your digital marketing class? Okay. So I might have scared
his students,
the 8 students that showed up. 8 of the 9 showed up. It's a small class. And the only reason I say I might have scared them is maybe I think I might be more passionate about digital marketing than they are.
Probably. So
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how many of the 8 come back this week. But yeah, it went well. The problem is the class is what we call a hybrid class. So that means an hour and 15 minutes in class, and then they have their other hour and 15 minutes out of class. It's somewhere between a face-to-face and an internet. But for anybody that knows me, an hour and 15 minutes is like my introduction. So literally, I saw a student packing his book bag, and I go, "Are you serious? Is class really over?" And the students was like, "Yeah, it is." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't get through everything." So, Carol says she likes your.
Yeah, thank you, Carol. That was so nice. for his aunt and uncle to get me.
Yeah. So Carol said she liked Patty's new jacket, which is the Air Force jacket.
Yeah,
so yeah. Snowy Toledo. Hi, Sally. You're not too far from us if you're in Toledo. We actually have some really good friends that live over in Toledo and then come over here and visit. In fact, they were just over for Patty's last weekend. So
yeah, it was fun.
Bring more gummies. I should. That's what I should do. I should take gummies to class.
There you go, hand them out. I'm glad you could see the image, Grace. I'm glad you could join.
It's better than nothing. Yeah.
And
I don't know. It could be the lighting, but I think it's probably the internet.
And my 3-day weekend has been fun so far. So I hope yours has too. We like the snow, don't we, Truman?
So back to the digital marketing. You know, I said we were going to do a live stream where I was going to talk about YouTube, like the behind the scenes YouTube. So one of the things that I think I mentioned in last week's midweek update was the second part of our Florida trip video was probably, in my opinion, just from a personal standpoint, was one of the best videos I had ever made because it included, if you watched the entire video, there were a total of 3 time lapse of sunsets over the Gulf. There was drone footage over the Gulf. And there was the dolphin shot that actually my brother-in-law, Darren,
was able to get.
Yeah, he actually got that for me because it was one of the rare occasions when I didn't have my phone on me. And he grabbed his phone and filmed the dolphin as it literally swam right in front of us. And then the other thing was, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the music was totally different than what we normally use. So I've now started using the YouTube music library to try to expand our music. And so I put a lot of time into editing that, but the kind of depressing part of it as a creator was under 700 views. And then we put up a video like the how to set up your campsite, which also had quite a bit of editing in it, but it's a totally different type of video. And that one, I believe, is approaching 2,000 views. So from a YouTube standpoint, it seems like, and I know Mandy Lee talked about it with us this summer, that, you know, her travel videos don't do nearly as well as her RV videos. And she loves making the travel videos, but they just don't do as well unless you're Keep Your Daydream or Less Junk, More Journey. So, or one of those mega channels. So anyway, from that standpoint, it's been really interesting to see. The other thing that, like I was sharing with the class, is we now are at, I believe I think we just went over 6,700 subscribers. But yet when you only get 600 views on a video, that means like 10% of your subscribers are actually even watching your videos. So, that was one of the things we talked about that first class Thursday was, what would you rather have, views or subscribers? I mean, we could have 100,000 subscribers, but if only 1% or 10% is watching, it doesn't really matter. So, hey, my dad just chimed in.
Everybody's enjoying seeing Bess. I had to pick her up. Get her on camera here.
Well, the video's good enough that Bess is showing up. That's good. So anyway, my dad is down in Florida, as you see on the screen, 71 degrees down in Eustis. He has his big old Hurricane motorhome down there. Had an exciting drive. Got there safely. So him and Marilyn. So enjoy that weather. Dad, it's I don't know what the temperature is outside right now, but
it's not 71.
It's not 71. And about 5 inches of snow and very windy. Actually, Joe, 44. Oh wait, no, you're talking about viewers tonight. I got you. Okay, I thought you were saying it was 44. I'm like, dang, it's 44 in New Hampshire. So I got you, 44. Hey, Todd and Carla are on. Runaway Roses. They're also in Florida. So once we get this internet situation figured out, we are having the Runaway Roses on with us. We're going to Skype them. But it's a good thing we didn't do it tonight, Todd and Carla, because our internet here at Tall Pine is not working. And so we couldn't even use the new software. But for all of you, if you have not checked out the Runaway Roses or Runaway Roses, go over, subscribe. It's Todd and Carla. They're friends of ours. They have a YouTube channel. Todd is putting a lot of work, and Carla, on their videos. They have the Bigfoot trailer, which is awesome. Make sure you check out their review of that Bigfoot trailer. But anyway, they're down in Florida at a gathering. In fact, tell us, I can't remember. Yeah, thanks for telling us it's 67 degrees out. But what is the rally that you are at, Todd and Carla? I can't remember. I think it's for eggs or like fiberglass trailers. So,
well, Investment Truman liked to see Taylor.
Oh yeah, Taylor.
With the runaway.
It says, Bone MC, we have enjoyed and learned so much from your videos yesterday. We took possession. Congratulations on your 2019 Tab 400. That's awesome. Cool. Yeah, rub it in, Dad. Yeah, Dad's rubbing it in.
Yeah. 19.
Darn. Hi, Patricia. 28 New Hampshire. Joe, that sounds more like New Hampshire. Yeah. So crazy winds and 8 inches of snow. Well, you got a lot more, Sally, than we have. Yeah. And they say the winds tomorrow here are going to be heavy. Okay, here's our update from Al. Al went to Nomad Fest. He says it was great. The folk from Wellington, Texas were so welcoming to all of us. The movie premiere was awesome. And it was such a great experience to be part of the movie premiere.
Didn't we see them when they panned a crowd?
Yeah, actually, Al, we saw you and Jane. I can't remember which YouTuber's video it was.
I can't remember.
They were filming at the premiere.
Yep.
And we actually saw you guys like either in the front row or the second row.
Yeah.
So, and for those of you who haven't, they made a movie this year called RV Nomads. You can actually watch it on YouTube free of charge. It's about an hour and 20-minute documentary. And it followed, I don't know, what was it, 7 or 8 different couples or individuals that live full time. Now, for a lot of us, and I'm going to guess, I don't think nobody that well, tell me if anybody's full-time on here, but I'm going to guess most of you are like us. You're weekend warriors where we go out on the weekends. Or if you're as fortunate as Patty and I to have jobs where you can get away for a few weeks in the summer. So that movie was all about the full-timers, like Less Junk, More Journey was in it, Driving and Vibin' was in it, and people like that.
And these people that are full-time out in their rig. Yep.
Okay. So it says the Runaway Roses are at the Florida Egg and S'more Rally.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah. So it's the fiberglass trailers, the egg style trailers, which is awesome. Rain in Georgia. It's better than, yes, it is better than snow, but I feel like it might float away. We get you there.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, 3 inches of snow in 2 days in a row in Tucson, Arizona. Wow. See, I would have never guessed Tucson, Arizona. Well, is that where KYD just bought their cabin? Was it north of Tucson?
It's near
or
there.
Near Tucson. Okay.
Exactly where, but yeah.
Dave B says projected wind chill on Monday will be -20 to -30.
Yikes.
Woo.
Yeah. Bess doesn't like the cold. Truman likes to play out in the snow. She likes a little bit, but she's done.
No.
She doesn't like it, the cold.
Oh, Sally says she ordered her Tab 400 trading in her 2017 Tab CSS.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, I think Sally, I think you're really going to like your upgrade to your Tab 400. It's probably going to weigh, I'm going to guess, about 1,000 pounds more. So, and it's going to be a little bit bigger, but I'm telling you, you're going to love the bathroom. I think the bathroom on the Tab 400, it is a, all of you have seen my video on it.
Yeah.
I call it a luxurious wet bath, and I call it the driest wet bath in the industry. So, weekend warrior. Patricia said weekend warrior.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess that's what we call ourselves is weekend warriors. So, where are we going on spring break again? Stacy wants to know.
We're still debating on what we want to do. Usually by spring break time, we want to hit a beach.
Yeah. So Stacy, KYD. Oh, in Flagstaff. Okay. I knew Stacy would know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
A lot of them are saying.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I know look at everybody's a KYD fan like us.
Yeah.
So, I think Stacy, we had narrowed it down. Well, maybe I narrowed it down to Galveston, Myrtle Beach, and I think we're going to Myrtle Beach. We haven't booked anything.
So far for a spring break to go
to Galveston. Galveston, I believe we figured up was going to be about another 5-hour drive. And when this year we don't have that bonus Friday from
Good Friday.
Mm-hmm. So we just have the 1 week. Yeah. So I think we're going to head to Myrtle Beach, which I know some of you will be near there. Yeah, and so maybe we'll do a meetup in Myrtle Beach. And so I think that's where we're heading. Like I said, we haven't officially booked it yet. And it looks like we'll be hitting Galveston at Christmas.
Next Christmas.
Yeah.
Texas Christmas next year. So, yep.
Luke says, we would be doing good to achieve weekend warrior status. Love the down to earth real life videos from you. Thanks, Luke. You know, and that's the thing. Our videos are, our videos are not professional, as you all know.
No.
We're trying, or, you know, we've upgraded some equipment and, you know, we're doing some different things, but at the same time, I try to keep them real. I make mistakes. You know, there's a video that's going to be coming out called 3 Mistakes I Made Setting Up Our Tab 400, and that everybody pointed out. And so I'm going to do a whole video on that. But that to me is human, because nobody's perfect. You know, we're all at some point going to forget to take the sway bar off when we back up, or we're going to, like in that video, I was literally walking from the electrical box to the trailer.
And the look on your face.
And the look on my face, I'm looking at Patty like, why did I not check this out before I unhitched?
But it worked.
And it ended up working. So, you know, yeah. But anyway, so we do keep it real, mainly because that's who we are. We are real. So Sharon wants to know what week that is. It's the first week in April, right?
I think so.
I think it's the first week of April. I can get you the dates though. And we'll be staying, if we do that, we always stay at Myrtle Beach Travel Park, which is on the north end of Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, we like to be on the north side.
We like that park. It's clean, and we like the location. Now we hear other people like Pirate Land, and I forget what the other one is.
We like being up on that side.
Yeah.
And then we drive around to different things that we've figured out, and there's some puppy friendly places that we like to go. We just know that part of the beach is pet friendly.
Yeah.
That time of year. And this guy's been to the ocean last summer, but she hasn't. So
Stacy says she's never been to Myrtle Beach. Actually, you know what? Myrtle Beach is actually, you know, it's touristy, but where we stay up on the north end, it's not. Quiet. It's quiet. I think that time of year, Myrtle Beach Travel Park is $60 a night for full hookups, and you literally walk to the beach from your campsite. I mean, you're not camped on the beach like on the beach, but
but you walk through a dune.
There's like a dune, and there's walkways. You just walk through the dune and go out. You can actually hear the ocean if you're close enough. And what I really like about like that first week in April is it's in between seasons. So most of the snowbirds have either headed home or packing up, and the tourist season hasn't started.
It's
so
not busy, and you can do all kinds of things that you want to do easily.
Yeah. And they run a special that time of year. You buy 6 nights and your 7th night's free.
Right.
So, and like I said, it's a clean park, very well maintained, that type of thing. So, let's see. I missed some. Welcome. I see Jeff. Oh, Jeff says our videos are clear, concise, informative, and helpful. Thank you. I appreciate that.
There's a lot of work into them.
And then Bob from West Milton, Ohio. Bob, where is West Milton? I'm not familiar. What part of the state would that be in?
Someone's telling you to put the pen down.
Sally says, hey, sorry. Told my dealer about your videos. They are new to the Tab family. Okay. Hey, Sally, which dealer, if I may ask, because, you know, maybe Joe's the one that's put the pen down. You know, I feel like I'm like a talk show host, like Jimmy Kimmel or something.
He's always messing with something.
Maybe we should reach out to him as good ambassadors and help them out. Carol says they're going to the Finger Lakes.
Like the Finger Lakes.
We like the Finger Lakes, Carol.
Like.
You can do it if you've never been to the Finger Lakes. Very pretty. Lots of wineries.
Miranda cheese.
Yeah, go, Carol. If you've never been to the Miranda Cheese Company,
those cows have it made.
Best blue cheese I've ever ate in my life. Actually, all their cheeses are amazing.
So those cows get like massages, and they are just so well kept.
Yeah,
and the music they get to hear, because they want them to be calm, and have a relaxing life. I'm like, that's what I would do. The cleanest barn I've ever seen. So
Ocean Lakes, Sharon said. That's the other one. Pirate Land, Ocean Lakes, Myrtle Beach Travel Park. And then there's a few others along there. So isn't there more comments when you do something wrong?
Exactly.
Yes, Stacy. Well, no, that's not really true. Actually, that's not true, Stacy. Because there's so many of you that leave nice comments, and some of you are just trying to help out. I mean, you point out things that were accurate. Thank you.
Give it
but I think there's always going to be that one or two that's just.
Always is.
I saw one today. It was the one where we did way back in the summer about things we would change on our Tab 400, and the guy left some rude comment about, the world's coming to an end. I can't charge my cell phone, because I think one of the things we talked about was when it's in couch position, you lose your USB ports, and then he said something about quit complaining, go buy an antenna. You have, or provide an antenna like you have to provide a tow vehicle. I don't. It was just weird. It was just a weird comment. There's always going to be those, and I'm getting much better, because like I saw that one this morning, and I was just like, jerk. So, and you know what? That's all that is. That's a jerk comment, in my opinion. So good feedback is things like, Patrick, we're worried about you touching raw sewer with your bare hands. I know, it's funny. As soon as we got done recording, and I said, I jokingly said, the Safety Sallies are going to come out and just kill me on this. And I know better. I carry gloves with me, but honestly, I was trying to shoot that video in one take, because we only had 3 nights at Disney World, and I wanted to get done with the work portion of the trip and get on to really enjoying the campground. And so probably what I should have done was said, cut, and we'll do a retake, and done it properly. But I was literally trying. In fact, somebody commented I need to take a chill pill, that I was rushing. But trying to get it into a 20-minute video and not have it be an hour long. So, because honestly, a normal setup for me, if it's hot out, includes a cold beer at some point. So, Debbie says, hi, Truman. Can you say hi? Right here. Oh, Runaway Roses. Hey, Runaway Roses, you going to come? They said it's Myrtle Beach sounds wonderful. And
Chris says he's ready to come, ready to go.
Yeah, so you should join us. We can do a double meetup. Runaway Roses travels with Delaney meetup in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Chris is ready to go. Chris, the price of admission is beef jerky. That's it. Let's see. Retirement Living says, thought your viewers would enjoy my video. So there you go. Little promotion. You can go over if you want. Cheryl says to hi to Truman and Bess. Liz DC1 says they're camping at Myrtle Beach State Park in mid-February. So we never actually stayed. And you're in your little guy Max, okay, which is going to be about the same size as our Tab 400, which is the same thing Chris and Stacy have. Huntington Beach State Park near Myrtle Beach is awesome. Now, one of those parks, and I don't remember which one it is, and I don't want to freak either Liz or Joyce out, but one of those parks has a copperhead issue. Where they actually, right on their website, say, like at night, if you're walking around the campground, you're supposed to have shoes on and have a flashlight. Which freaked me out, which is why we haven't stayed. Yeah, and it freaked me out, because I'm like, you know what, I don't need to deal with that. So Young's RV in Fremont, Ohio, Sally says. Okay, so I can't remember if Colton. I think Colton is the new camp person that oversees the Midwest. I'll talk to Colton and see if maybe he wants us to sometime go over and introduce ourselves at Young's, and we can answer some questions for him. Okay, Bob says West Milton is about 40 minutes east of Richmond, Indiana. Know exactly where you're at now.
Exactly.
So, thank you, Bob. Which is across from Brookfield Gardens. Yes, and we've never been to the actual gardens at Brookfield, but I've heard it is amazing.
So I think we had friends go there once, and they told us about it. How pretty it was.
Carol, that cheese place, Miranda Cheese, is going to be whatever the big lake is.
Oh boy.
There's the one where Watkins Glen, the lake that's at the bottom of Watkins Glen. Miranda Cheese is going to be on the northeast corner.
Right.
Yeah, up of that lake. Definitely well worth going to. And I think you pay $2 and he lets you sample all 12 cheeses.
Oh, he's very nice.
Yeah, he's nice. Nice guy. Al says Nomad Fest 2019 is scheduled for October 24th to November 1st, and the event's going to be down in Wellington, Texas again. Holy cow. What do we got?
Ouch.
Oh, Patricia, thank you so much.
What the heck?
You did not need to do that.
No. Wow. Thank you.
Nice. Yeah, very nice. Thank you. Okay, so now
I got distracted.
Yeah, now how do I get back? There we
you
go. So Al, are you going to Nomad Fest again? Just out of curiosity. Safer than Ralph Crampton. There's a reference. Honeymooners.
Yeah.
Adam says we are. Where'd it go?
It's underneath that one. I don't know where it went. They were checking out RTR, I think.
Oh, okay. You're going to go to the RTR. Some reason there we go.
And drove up to the area to check it out.
Okay.
We experienced some big YouTubers. All right.
Oh yeah. So I'm trying to think who all's there right now, but I can't. Yeah, I've been watching Bob's videos, trying to stay up with it. It seems like the RTR, as it grows, is starting to become more of a soap opera.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then Patricia wants to know if it was really muddy out there.
It had a lot of rain on one.
Bob showed it. Yeah, Bob showed that it was kind of muddy, but. Okay, Chris says he'll bring the beef jerky if I bring the smoker. So we can do that. Actually, too, I know some really good places to eat in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, we found some nice places.
Yeah, like if you want good seafood, I know where to take you for good seafood, and it's not those all-you-can-eat buffets that are crap.
No.
Okay.
I got this where the boats come.
Yeah, I got this place where you go. We have to drive just a little bit north. But it's literally at the boat dock, and they just have some picnic tables set up, and that stuff is so fresh. And then the dessert is a pan-fried pound cake, which the first time I thought, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! So, can I have that by then? Because we're on a diet, or we've changed the way.
Trying to be healthier eaters.
So maybe Patty will let me have a piece by Myrtle Beach. Let's see, Denise. Where is the cheese place? Okay, Denise. Oh, yeah, and then I saw below, Denise said she heard me answer Carol. Okay, okay, got that. That's good to know about the Copperheads. I will check it. Yeah, and I don't mean to worry. It's one of those two parks. I can't remember which, and maybe things have changed, but I remember doing some research on it, and it said because it's a state park, it's protected land, so they can't even try to extract them out of that area. And because it's preserved, it's all marshy, I guess. And so that's why they're attracted to it. But I really did that one year we looked at it.
It was really nice.
And obviously it fills up in the summer. So a lot of people, it doesn't concern them. And maybe you never see it. Maybe it's like when you go into a national park and it talks about don't feed the bears.
And you don't see
any. And you never see a bear. So I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, check it out.
Myrtle Beach State Park has the Copperhead snake warnings. Okay, Joyce knows which one it is. It is Myrtle Beach State Park, not Huntington Beach. Okay.
Grace says, when is the camper giveaway?
I believe it's February 15th is when they're doing the giveaway.
Yep. So and there's other prizes too besides the camper that you can register for. Sharon the Human. I'll bring the Shih Tzu.
Runaway Roses. We'll see you at Todd Carla. Bye. We'll see you. Have fun at your jam tonight. And seriously, we'll talk about Myrtle Beach if you want to do that. So. It was dry and dusty at the RTR. However, you could see where it was muddy. Okay. So by the time you got there, it had dried out probably. Maybe.
Hi, Bradley.
Hi, Bradley. I'm not used to being called. I know. I'm not used to being called Mister. Usually they just call me Truman's dad
or Bess's.
Yeah.
Hope you're having a good weekend, Bradley.
Oh, Sharon says she'll bring the Shih Tzu. Yeah. Sharon, bring Princess. Princess can play with Truman and Bess. On the beach. The only thing I will tell you at Myrtle Beach, I'm not doing a lot of work. So everybody's going to have to,
usually by spring break time, we just want to veg.
Yeah, we're going to be vegging. So if you like vegging on the beach.
We usually get our hammocks out. We sit out watch the waves and just sit. And last time we took our bicycles and rode our bikes. Yeah, I know. And we just go make a sonic run to get our limeade, and it's pretty just low key for us. So we were talking about the places to eat. So if you don't like seafood, I've got other places for you. I've got a barbecue place that's really good. I'm trying to think, where else do we go? I don't know. We found that cute little place. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I'll have to do a little. We haven't been there in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sharon says sitting is the best part. Yeah. And what's really nice, Sharon, I don't know if you've camped down there before at any of those parks, but I know at Myrtle Beach Travel Park where we stay, the sites, what they call ocean sites, which are the sites closest to the ocean, you get a little covered
like picnic area.
Picnic area. And so I always just hang the hammocks between the posts, which is great.
Yep.
And they're all full hookups. Yep. Bess is daddy's little girl. Tonight I am. I don't know what's going on with this. I think maybe she's getting tired. I'm not sure. So yeah. She's a cuddler. She is, Patricia. She is such a cuddler.
Well, she's 4 months now, and she just has calmed down a lot. She'll play rough with Truman.
Truman's actually went into like his terrible twos. He has been
on a rant
lately.
Chewing things and just being wild. They'll grow out of it.
It says here, I bet by spring break you'll need a real break. I have a junior in high school, and I can only imagine teaching a lot of teens. Yeah, Patty's the one. Like me, my issues are totally different teaching, but
I like it. I enjoy it.
But middle schoolers,
by spring break, I'm ready for a break, and the kids are too. So, yep.
Best. They are cute.
Yeah, he's getting tired too.
You're gonna be shocked. Everybody who's met Truman, you're gonna be shocked at how big he's getting. He's what was he, about 15.5 pounds?
Yes, 9 months, 15.5 pounds. She's around 8 pounds in 4 months. So
Sally says she's heading to Estes Park in June and then Arches. Nice.
Cool.
Joe wants to know what grade you teach.
I teach 5th grade and 6th grade language arts, reading and writing. Yeah. How big will the pups get? Well, Miss Grace, we think Truman is about done. He might just gain a few more pounds because he's 15. We think maybe 3 more pounds he might get.
Yeah, I think 18, 20 tops. Yeah. But probably closer to 18, I think.
And Bess, being a girl, might be a little smaller.
She's probably going to, she may top out at 15.
Smaller when we got her than him. So when we got them. So yeah.
Sally, I don't know. Have you made reservations yet for Estes Park? We
love Estes Park.
Yeah, we've been there twice.
Nice.
We've camped in outside of Estes Park once, but it was in a tent and it was at the Jellystone, which it wasn't bad, but it was expensive. And the reason was it was a last minute trip where
we could find.
And we didn't even have a reservation. No. We literally got within about 30 minutes of Estes Park. And good night, Bradley. And Patty just started calling around, and like everything was booked. And the KOA had a tent site for a couple nights, so we took it.
Yeah.
But and then I don't remember the last time we went out there what the name of that park was. It was like a county park. It was like 30 minutes away from Estes Park.
Right.
So that area out there is gorgeous. And if Sally, I don't know if you're going to go out and do some driving, but Red Rocks over by Denver is worth the drive. That is gorgeous. Pretty. And there's so many things.
Yeah. It was Carter Lake.
Carter Lake. Yeah, you're right. She says they're camping on their sister-in-law's property. That's even better. Live next to the old entrance and it's free. You can't beat.
Can't beat free.
You can't beat. Yeah.
Sounds perfect to me. I would do it.
So yeah, what's Nathan call it from Less Young More Jury? Mooch dock. Yeah, staying with relatives. Yeah, it's like when my Uncle Dennis said at Christmas, if we're bringing the tab, that we can just park it again up there. And I'm like, you don't have to ask twice because why not? If relatives will let you stay, and to me, I'm a boondocker. Honestly, I prefer. Don't you?
Well, and I like to be out in the woods. I don't want to be in a parking lot.
I mean, that's my only thing about commercial campgrounds. I just always feel like I am in a parking lot.
Well, and you're so tight.
And I know it's, there's times where we have to have full hookups if it's really hot out and we're going to leave the kiddos. But Patricia, good night. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And hopefully your weather gets better out there in Arizona. If you're in Arizona, it seems like you shouldn't have snow. That just doesn't seem right. In the higher elevations. I always think of the warmer areas. So good night. But yeah, so I don't know. I like boondocking personally. So, and it's free, which is
right.
And she says other family members are bringing their campers too. So that's going to be great for you. Now, Sally, you said you had a camper before, right? This isn't your first. Sorry. I think you told me you had a 320 and you're going to a 400, I believe. So I get rambling here.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Winnipisuka. That looks like fun. Where Joe was going.
Lake Winnipisuka. Am I saying that right? Winnepesaukee, New Hampshire.
I'm assuming.
Okay. Oh, full hookups right on the shore of the lake.
Oh my!
That sounds nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like when you can camp right by water. Oh yeah, clamshell.
Assateague State Park. We've been there.
Oh,
Love it. The wild
ponies.
are
Yeah,
so cool. We
did that 3 summers ago or 2 summers ago
in June. It was Father's Day weekend.
Yeah,
around there.
We went there and stayed. That was when we had
flies were biting.
Oh, the flies were really bad, and they had said it had something to do with the way the winds were blowing. But that was amazing. We actually had our vintage cruiser that year, and we stayed there. I think for 3 or 4 nights. And the ponies, I mean, they just come right up to your campsite and.
Yep.
Hey, I have to go make a gummy video.
Bye, Chris.
Bye, Chris. YouTubers, the roads we roam have stayed at 4 harvest hosts in Florida and are totally hooked. I love them. Yeah. Hey, Stacy, I've been watching the roads we rode. The roads we roam. I'll get it right. I've actually been watching some of their videos. I got to tell you though, and I one of these days I'm going to comment to them. And I don't want to, because you know how I get about comments, so I never know how to phrase it. But I'm afraid they're going to burn themselves out on YouTube, doing basically 7 days a week. I can't imagine doing 7 days a week. So I'd hate to see them burn themselves out to where they quit YouTubing completely. But yeah, I've been enjoying their videos. And he did a really nice walkthrough of the Tab 400 down at the Tampa Super Show this past week. So I wished I could say the same thing about the salesman who gave out the wrong data about Patty will tell you, as I was watching the video, I was like screaming at it saying, you got to be kidding. Those are not the tank sizes. No. So biggest challenge for RV manufacturers are the dealerships. Seriously.
At Assateague, we are Pete from Beach. We've been the biting flies and ticks.
Oh, Dave Little says if you like water, he's going to be at Ann Osborne in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, June 29th through July 15th, and it's right on the St. Mary's River. That sounds nice. That'll be the time, Dave. We'll actually be somewhere out west. I don't know how they do it either. Yeah, Stacy.
A lot of people don't.
Okay, so Stacy's commenting back on. So there's another YouTube channel, The Roads We Roam. You can check that channel out. But they do live streams. I think it's
a lot.
No, they're not live streams. They do 2 live streams, a Friday and a Sunday, and then they do a daily video. Plus on Saturday they have more like one of our videos. Right. And so it's 7 days a week, and I'm telling you, I couldn't keep up. I can barely get 1 video a week out or 2. So
Liz thinks the same thing on the roads we roam. I thought that too. They have a crazy calendar.
Yeah. So, and like I said, I know they're full timers, so they have a little more time than we do, obviously. But I would get burned out, I think, if I had to do it all the time. So
Sally has to go. They
shovel a path for the dogs.
Patrick does that all the time.
I do that too, Sally. Well, Sally, thank you so much for joining us. Look forward to seeing you again in the future. So, Joe says he loved our Walt Disney World video.
Oh, thank you.
And he's going there in September. So.
Yeah, a lot of
fun. Joe, I don't know if you're camping at Fort Wilderness, but it's still
you have to go.
It's the prices are ridiculous,
but at least
it is probably the nicest campground we've ever stayed at. So,
and if you have puppies, the dog parks are so nice, right, guys? You guys,
and we are starting to work on finalizing. I say finalize. Kind of our summer plans. Joe's going to Fort Wilderness.
Yay.
So hopefully we'll have some information coming up on our summer plans. I don't know that I've seen. There's a few of you out west, and we'll let you know when and where we're going to be for the summer.
Yeah.
Luke, you're going to Wyoming. I don't know if you've been to Wyoming before, Luke, but
beautiful.
Yeah, that area is gorgeous. Yep. Luke, are you taking your trailer? I'm just curious.
Probably.
You should. Because camping out west is amazing.
It's fun.
So yeah, we'll have more information on the summer tour. It'll kick off. The summer tour will actually kick off at UCamp.
Yep.
That will be our first week on the road. And then we will be coming back home on our way out west. I mean, well, I guess you have to, don't you?
Well, we have to,
but we have to because Sam, my niece's graduation party will be the weekend after UCamp. So we'll stop by here for a couple days and have her party. And then we will be headed somewhere and eventually make our way up to the Pacific Northwest again. Our plans are to definitely do a meetup either at the beginning or the end in Iowa. We're definitely going to do one in the Oregon, Washington area, and possibly we'll do 2 because I just don't know if people in Washington, Seattle area will want to necessarily drive down to Oregon and vice versa. So we might do one in that area. And these won't necessarily be camping meetups. Wild man. We may start doing more like, oh, I know the pen.
It's getting him.
It's getting who?
He wants to get it.
Oh, I gotcha. They may be more like keep your daydream meetups where we'll find like a brewery or a winery to host. And then we can just get together with everybody and maybe have dinner, that type of thing. So
good night, Joe.
Good night, Joe.
Warm yourself.
So yeah, I suppose we should be thinking about wrapping this up. It looks like we've been on here 50 minutes, although we went longer. Can you imagine like Nick Nimmin does like those 6-hour live streams?
I don't know. That's like a whole day.
Yeah. So any other questions anybody wants us to answer? We never really, I mean, I guess people have been throwing questions out there, comments, but if there's anything you want before we go, I think I'm about out of information for tonight.
I think so.
I never did really get too deep into the YouTube data stuff, but other than explaining how some of the videos don't do as well as others. So,
right.
Oh, here's an interesting tidbit. If you, on the YouTube side, for those of you, the midweek updates, which I know several of you that are on here tonight, you like the midweek updates. But I was looking, one of the stats that I can get is I can look at an individual video and see how many people subscribed during that video. Every midweek update in December and now into January has a negative number, meaning there are people who watch our midweek update and unsubscribe.
Yep.
So from a business analytical standpoint, it says we should stop doing them. But I know that there's a lot of you that enjoy those midweek updates, so I'm going to keep doing them. I don't care.
Yep.
But just thought you'd enjoy that. Dad says he'll see us in March if your weather improves.
Our site wasn't premium. Was
okay. No, Adam, we had a standard full hookup.
I think so.
And with taxes. Now, this was at Christmas time, which is the most expensive season, but it was around $170 with all the taxes. So I don't know what, well, a premium would have been a little bit more than that. I think $20 more a night.
Our site was nice. So we had plenty of room and lots of, they give you a nice pad.
What is it? Like there's like a, for those of you familiar with Fort Wilderness, there's like a clover leaf when you first get into the campground. I think it's like the 15, 16, 17, and 1800 loop or 16, 17, 18, 1900 loop, something like that. We were back there. It was really nice. But, and I know if you don't go at Christmas, it would be a lot cheaper. So, hey, Al, good night. Thank you for joining us. Tell Jane we said hi, and we'll talk to you soon.
Sure will.
Just tell us when to book Myrtle Beach. Okay, Stacy, I will get with you. And yeah, and Sharon says she likes the midweek. And that's the thing, Sharon. We know there's so many of you that we consider friends that you enjoy them. And so we're going to keep doing them as long as people want to.
Yep.
Or watch them. So, and they actually get good views. I mean, actually, sometimes the midweek updates get better than the travel videos. So go figure. Sure. And Joyce says she likes the midweek updates too. And so does Cheryl. Thank you guys. We appreciate that. And oh, Stacy says, Captain Ron, we'll need the party bus. You better come. I don't know if you're going to get Captain Ron to make another drive after he gets home from Florida. I think the drive to Florida about did him in. In fact, Stacy, Captain Ron texted me somewhere in Alabama, do you want to buy a motor home? So if that gives you any sense of how his drive
was.
Jeff says, enjoy Myrtle Beach. We got pushed out last September because of the hurricane. Oh,
bummer.
That would not be good because that ruins your whole vacation that you planned out. So
Grace loves the midweek updates.
So does Liz. Grace. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to share that about as I dig deeper into the statistics on YouTube. I just thought it was interesting that people actually unsubscribe during our midweek updates.
They like our corny midweek.
Maybe that's what it is that does them in. I don't know. It doesn't tell me when, at what point in the video. It just tells me how many subscribe or unsubscribe. So, our most popular video ever is the 5 essential items for your RV.
Right.
Although the original tab tour from last January is just about ready to hit 100,000.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so the RV videos do the best.
Yeah.
I know that. And then, but those aren't necessarily I don't want to say they're not my favorite to do, but you got to mix it up. If all I did was RV reviews and gear, some of you would get so sick of that you'd unsubscribe too. So hopefully the midweek updates kind of mix in, and then the travel, that type of thing. So we try to keep it interesting. So, all right. Well, it looks like these guys are ready for bed, and we've taken up enough of your time tonight. And again, we apologize for the poor internet connection. And so
our midweek fix. How cute.
Well, good. I'm glad you enjoy that.
Even though sometimes it comes on Friday.
Yeah, we would agree, Liz. And I think, obviously, our love for New Camp. But the little guy Max, our Stacy, who's signing off. Bye, Stacy. Her and Chris have the little guy Max, and they love it. It's a nice trailer. So I always tell people when they message me asking which way, I always say, I don't think you can go wrong with either one. No. There's differences between the two. And I try to point out the differences. And ultimately, it's up to the individual. So
sure is.
And Grace says, now I can see a clear image. So figures now that it's done, the internet's gonna, So all right. Well, we'll go ahead and call it a night, and we'll see you. Oh my gosh, look at her.
Look at the cuteness.
Oh my God. This is
when she buries her face like that.
This is cuteness overload if I've ever seen it. So. All right. Good night, Denise. Good night, everybody.
Say good night.
We'll see you next time. Thank you so much for joining us.
Bye, guys.